This week for our vlog, in line with Mental Health Awareness Week, we thought we'd bring you 5 tips how we've managed to improve our mental health and well-being. None of them are rocket science. It's made us feel like we're in a better place. It's made us open up. It's made us talk. It's made us feel better and look after our mental health and well-being. And that is what Mental Health Awareness Week is all about. Breaking the stigma. It's normal. It's fine. There's help available. Make sure you ask for it, because that's what it's all about. Top tip number 1 is health and fitness. That isn't necessarily doing a 2-hour run on a treadmill. That isn't lifting massive weights. That can be simple, really simple things, like things we do. Go for a walk, get the fresh air, get the blood pumping, get the endorphins working, make yourself feel better, make yourself feel positive. Listen to a podcast, listen to your favourite tunes. Works for me. Take the dog with me, love it. I've just been swimming, which is why I'm in the car. That's another thing that I do. I like doing it for my health, but also gives me time to think, gives me space, get out the house. I play football. That's a great social aspect to that. See my mates, have a bit of a laugh, win or lose. Gives you something to look forward to, gives you something to break away from the normal cycle of life. The first tip is get outside, get some fresh air, just get that blood pumping and get yourself feeling better.
So our top tip number 2 is eat well. The importance of having 3 solid, good, healthy meals a day makes such a difference to how you feel, and then how you feel has an impact on your physical body, but also your mental body. So for us, we always make sure we get a really good breakfast. So Alex,
yeah, boy,
and Jimmy, he has porridge nearly every single morning, absolutely loves it, gives him lots of fuel and energy to start the day. This is my breakfast for the day: smoked salmon, avocado, smashed avocado, and some scrambled egg with some chili flakes on top. But what we're just trying to say is, if you eat well, you feel better within yourself. And if you feel better in yourself physically, then you feel like your mind is in a good place. So you have to make sure you eat a good, healthy, balanced diet. And the importance of having 3 solid meals a day is just such a difference, isn't it? Like if you're hungry, you're miserable, you're moody, you haven't got energy, it's just so important.
We got stuck in a rut, both put a bit of weight on, we've dropped a bit of weight, feel more confident, feel more happy in ourselves, and look forward to enjoying better food. And what you put in your body is what you get out.
Yeah, you definitely feel more sluggish. Like when I think back, I felt more tired, I felt more sluggish, I had less energy. Now I'm eating better, I feel better within myself, which means ultimately that I'm gonna have a better output on my day. Anyway guys, that's our tip number 2, eat well, balanced diet. Always make sure you have a breakfast, because it really starts your day off. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, stick to it, makes you feel good inside and out. So our top tip number 3 is about who you spend your time with. So it can be your husband or wife, it could be your children, friends, family, whoever it is, work colleagues, a stranger. Basically, when you spend time together as a family or whoever you choose to be, it's about getting outside, it's about doing something fun together, it's about investing your time, because time is so precious. So investing your time with somebody and doing something that you enjoy. And it is okay to say no sometimes to things, because you've got to do what's right for you and what makes you happy. So for us, we choose to walk to school. We could get in the car, we know we can, but actually it's quite nice to get the fresh air in the morning, start the day off really good. Yeah. Get out, do something nice together. We often go to the park, we go out for the day, or we just stay at home. But as long as we're together, that's what makes us happy.
Hello.
All right, let's walk, let's go. It's often a lot easier to go in the car, but even if it's just something silly like walking to school for half an hour, you get to have a chat, you get to have fun. Me and Charlotte get a coffee on the way home, which again is very simple, but it's just something to look forward to. And like Charlotte said, it's okay to say no. You don't have to do everything, you don't have to see everybody. I go through stages where I feel really unsociable, I don't know why, but that's okay. You know, you don't have to go to everything, you don't have to accept every invite that you get. You just need to think about yourself. It's all about doing what's right for you, your family, and what makes you feel good.
So our top tip number 4 is to make sure you get enough sleep and a good night's sleep. And that includes going to bed, not scrolling on your phone before you go to sleep, because actually I got into a really bad habit of doing that. Going to bed, laying there, scrolling away, then your eyes are tired, you're sort of nodding off while you're on your phone. You can't help yourself for some reason. We just sit and do it to ourselves. But we need to make sure that you turn their mobiles off, you turn any of the bright lights off. I have a mask, as you can see. Love my eye mask. Alex always takes a mick out of me, but I find an eye mask just blocks out any light or distraction so I can get to sleep straight away. It's really good for your mental health. If you have a good night's sleep, the difference it can make to the day, and just for your, generally for your whole body to wake up and feel good. And that is just a routine that you should get yourself into, getting a really good bedtime routine. Sleep is so important for your mental health. Another thing I want to talk about is self-care, and also that does come under the sleep. Self-care is so important, and if that includes taking yourself up of an evening an hour early, having a bath, listening to some music, you know, you often listen to relaxation music in your iPod, you know, in your earpods, and you listen to them before you go to bed. I love having a shower before bed. I put all my face creams on, paint my nails, have like an hour of my time. The children will all be in bed at that point, so that means that I get to have some real good switch off time. It doesn't matter what self-care is, it's you that's important. Every single person's self-care will be different because everyone reacts differently to certain things. Self-care is about putting yourself first over anything and everything. And you know what? Sometimes you need to do that, because if you do not feel that you as a person are strong enough, if you've got a lot going on in your mind or physically, then you aren't able to take on what's ahead of you, and you're not strong enough to do it. Self-care can be a timeout. It can be 5 minutes for a cup of tea to sit down in silence and drink a hot cup of tea on your own. So I want you guys to know, number 4, our tip is sleep well. It is so important to get a good night's sleep. Sleep well and give yourself self-care. So take care of yourself.
The last tip number 5, is talk. Talk. It's good to talk, it's good to share. It's very difficult to talk, because that's normally the first hurdle or step, is to open up about stuff. As soon as I start talking about it, I feel better instantly. People are aware of it, people can advise you how to help, get help, where to go, and also people will open up to you about their own issues. The amount of people that when I've spoke to about them, about it, have told me about a friend, a brother, a mother, a sister who has been through something. So it's really good to talk. And also as a couple we talk, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we have these like massively open long conversations every night about how we're feeling, but
no, but we do sometimes.
We do sometimes. We
When
do
it's
try
needed.
to. It does help our relationship, because we can actually talk to each other about everything and anything.
And when we have talked, it does help. Like, and I think it doesn't always have to be your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend. It doesn't have to be your mum or dad or brother and sister. It can be a complete stranger sometimes that you just offload or rant onto, or you find something sitting on a bus and you say something to someone and they agree with you, and then you start talking and you realise, gosh, it's nice to know that someone understands me, or someone agrees with me. Like, because sometimes you might talk about something and your family member or friends don't agree or don't understand. Talking is very important.
And just from Charlotte's right, from the family angle, having that open dialogue is important from a young age, because, you know, perhaps when I was younger, I didn't always feel like I could talk to my parents. It was a different time, so things were a bit different, but I kept a lot of stuff in. And I want my children to be able to talk to us, and I want to be able to help them. And equally, you know, I'm not saying that they're going to tell us everything, but I want them to be able to come to us and just talk about anything, no matter what. And if they see us doing that, they'll know that it's fine. I'll cry in front of them. You know, obviously they don't know about all this stuff, but, you know, it doesn't bother me if they know about it, because
I think eventually they'll you know,
it's
we
cool.
will talk about
Like,
it when they're old enough to understand, and we'll say, you know, that's the way it is.
And I'm sure they'll have issues with
It's life.
stuff that I want them to be able to talk to me about.
Make it normal. That's the thing. I think
break the stigma.
Breaking the stigma. Making
break
it
the
normal.
stigma.
Very young under age.
Might be your wife, might be your mate, might be the postman, might be that geezer down the pub that you've never spoke to before. Trust me, I've spoke to some random people at work about stuff that I've never really spoke to before, and ended up having this massive conversation, and you know, I've helped them, they've helped me. So get it out. It's the first step, and talk.